Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Mark Blunden with eXp Realty serving Laguna Woods Village and South Orange County. On this channel we explore what life is really like in Laguna Woods Village, from homes and prices to monthly costs and amenities, lifestyle and everything you should understand before making a move. This is part 2 of our look at whether you can really retire in Orange County, California. In part 1, we toured 2 United Mutual co-ops, a 1-bedroom Cadiz that sold for approximately $225,000 and a larger 2-bedroom Castilla that sold around $350,000. Today we're moving into the upper half of our price range. We'll begin with a cottage-style Madrid selling at approximately $465,000, followed by a larger El Mirador condo selling just above $500,000. Then we'll look beyond the homes themselves and talk honestly about monthly costs, financing options, Orange County's overall cost of living, the Laguna Woods lifestyle, and whether moving or returning to California could realistically work for you. So let's begin with one of the most beloved floor plans in United Mutual. Here we have a Madrid floor plan in United Mutual. It sold for approximately $465,000. It offers 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and approximately 1,080 square feet. But the numbers alone don't explain why buyers are drawn to this model so much. The Madrid has a cottage-like quality. It's single level, there's no one above and no one below. You have your own private entrance, and instead of entering through a shared hallway or passing beneath another residence, you arrive through a gated front patio surrounded by landscaping. That outdoor arrival changes the feeling of the home. It feels more private, more residential, and for someone downsizing from a detached house, it may feel like a gentler transition. Inside this particular Madrid, it's actually been expanded through a partial enclosure of its central atrium. That area has been used as a formal dining space with large opening skylights bringing in natural light and fresh air. The home also includes smooth ceilings, updated flooring, dual pane windows, skylights, and in-unit laundry. The primary bedroom has built-in storage, while the guest suite offers its own bathroom and additional privacy. There are updated elements throughout, although, as with any Laguna Woods home, the quality, permits, and mutual consent for alterations must always be independently verified. What I especially like about showing the Madrid in this video is that it challenges the idea that moving to Laguna Woods must mean living in an apartment-style building. Many United Mutual neighborhoods feel much more like clusters of small cottages surrounded by lawns, trees, garden courts. For someone who wants single-level living but does not want an upstairs or downstairs neighbor, this type of floor plan can be extremely appealing. The trade-off is price. At approximately $465,000, we are spending more than twice the cost of the Cadiz floor plan we looked at in part 1. And yet, in the context of Orange County, we are still well below what many buyers expect to pay for a cottage-style 2-bedroom home. Like our first examples, the Madrid is a United Mutual co-op and it's purchased with cash. There is no financing available. So although the purchase price may be manageable for someone selling a home elsewhere in the country, traditional financing is not available. That's one of the unusual realities of United Mutual in Laguna Woods. A buyer may have a healthy retirement income and easily afford the monthly costs, but still need sufficient liquid assets to complete a cash purchase and satisfy the mutual's financial qualifications. For many people selling a long-owned home in another state or elsewhere in California, that can work very well. They may be able to buy here in Laguna Woods Village and preserve a significant portion of the equity from their former home. For other people, however, the cash requirement in United Mutual may make it less practical. And that could bring us to our fourth option. Our final example is an El Mirador floor plan in a 3-story building in Third Mutual, priced at approximately $510,000. So this is a condominium rather than a co-op in United. The distinction is important because Third Mutual condominiums may be eligible for mortgage financing subject to buyer, property, and lenders meeting the necessary requirements. The home offers 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and approximately 1,260 square feet. That makes it one of the largest of our 4 examples. It's located inside Gate 14, known for its elevated setting and attractive outlooks. This particular residence has an easterly facing outlook, large private covered patio. The building includes elevator access from the parking garage up to the first level, along with assigned storage in that garage. There's also golf cart parking. For a buyer who wants to avoid stairs but prefers a larger residence, elevator buildings can provide an excellent solution. And on the upper floors, you can really be treated with spectacular views. And compared with the Cadiz, the Castilla, and the Madrid floor plans, the El Mirador has more of a condominium building style experience. You enter through a common building, common entryway, you use an elevator, parking is underneath rather than in an open carport, and the residence itself feels more expansive. The living and dining areas are generous. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom layout works well for guests, with the primary suite at one end of the condo and the guest bedroom and bathroom down at the other end. And the large patio extends the usable living space outdoors. This type of home could appeal to someone moving from a larger property who's not ready to downsize quite as dramatically. It may also suit someone who values covered parking, elevator access, and the possibility of financing. At approximately $510,000, it's no longer what most people would call inexpensive, but context matters. We're still talking about a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condominium of approximately 1,260 square feet in the heart of South Orange County. Elevator access, subterranean parking, outdoor space, and the full Laguna Woods Village amenity package. This is what makes this 4th home so useful in our comparison. Laguna Woods is not simply a destination for someone seeking the lowest possible purchase price, it also offers a ladder of choices. You can prioritize affordability, space, privacy, a cottage feel, elevator access, a view, garage style parking arrangement, or simply move-in ready improvements. The real question is not which home is objectively the best, it's which set of compromises and benefits best supports your retirement. Hi, it's Mark here. If you're exploring 55+ communities in Orange County, such as Laguna Woods Village, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we'll walk you through everything from floor plans to financing, HOAs, and monthly costs. Call, text, email, or schedule a Zoom below. We're here to make your move simple and stress-free. Now we need to talk about something that can easily be overlooked when a $225,000 home catches your attention. The purchase price is only one part of affordability. Every home in Laguna Woods Village carries monthly mutual and community charges. Depending on the mutual and the residence, those charges may contribute towards services such as community security, landscaping, trash and sewer, water, basic cable, transportation, recreational facilities, building or exterior maintenance, and other community operations. In United, property taxes and certain insurance costs are also collected through the HOA, and they are an addition to your monthly HOA assessment. The exact monthly amounts vary from property to property. Alterations can affect maintenance responsibility. Insurance charges can differ. Property taxes depend often on the purchase price. Special assessments may apply, and a listing may quote only the base mutual assessment rather than the buyer's complete monthly obligation. That's why I never want a buyer to rely on a single HOA number displayed on a real estate website. We need the full breakdown. For example, the Cadiz transaction showed a total monthly amount of just over $1,080 when the base dues, property taxes, and insurance-related charges were combined. The Castilla listing showed a base monthly assessment of approximately $827, while the Madrid listing separately referenced base HOA dues, community property insurance, and impounded property tax. The El Mirador condominium showed monthly HOA dues of approximately $935 in the listing, which consists of $909 for the HOA and a $25 premium for an elevator building. Since the El Mirador condo is in third mutual and is a condominium style ownership, property taxes and personal insurance are considered separately. Those examples are not interchangeable. Charges can change over time, so before deciding whether any Laguna Woods home is affordable, we should calculate the purchase funds, the one-time Golden Rain Foundation facilities fee, transfer and escrow costs, monthly mutual charges, property taxes, insurance, any utilities that are not covered by the HOA, expected maintenance, transportation, food, healthcare, travel, and the amount of retirement savings you want to preserve. That complete budget is much more valuable than simply asking, can I afford the $225,000 price tag? As you can see, there are many different variables to consider when looking at a purchase in Laguna Woods Village. That's why it's incredibly important to work with an experienced local real estate agent who understands Laguna Woods Village, the different financial requirements and the different charges you can expect as you go through the purchase and as you begin to live your retirement in Laguna Woods Village. There is no honest way to say that Orange County, California is a low-cost place to live. Some everyday expenses may be higher than they are in other parts of the country. Services can cost more. Dining out can cost more. Gasoline can cost more. Insurance can be challenging. And California taxes will affect different households in different ways. But cost of living is highly personal. A person living in a large house elsewhere may currently be paying for landscaping, swimming pool service, exterior maintenance, a gym membership, home repairs, pest control, multiple vehicles, long drives to activities, and perhaps a home that consumes more money, time, and energy than they now wish to give it. Laguna Woods does not eliminate these expenses, but it changes the structure of them. You're paying a substantial monthly HOA assessment, but in return, you receive access to an enormous range of shared facilities and services. For some people, that creates excellent value. For others, particularly someone who would not use the amenities, it may not. That is why I never describe Laguna Woods Village as universally cheap. I describe it as an opportunity to access the Orange County lifestyle at a purchase price that may be dramatically lower than the surrounding housing market. Whether it's truly affordable depends on your income, your assets, your spending habits, and the home you choose. So, why do people want to retire here in the first place? The climate is certainly part of it. Mild winters make it easier to stay active throughout the year. You can walk, golf, play pickleball, visit the beach, or enjoy outdoor dining in seasons where much of the country is dealing with extreme cold. Laguna Beach is nearby, Dana Point, Newport Beach, and the rest of coastal Orange County are within easy reach. There are parks, wilderness areas, walking trails, restaurants, theaters, shopping, and healthcare very close by. John Wayne Airport makes travel convenient, and within Laguna Woods Village itself, the opportunities are almost overwhelming. Golf, swimming, fitness, tennis, pickleball, lawn bowling, horseback riding, woodwork, ceramics, painting, sewing, photography, theatre, music, gardening, dance, clubs based on almost every interest imaginable. And perhaps most importantly, people. A move in retirement can be isolating, especially if you leave a familiar town or home where you've lived for decades. Laguna Woods offers a structure that can make connection easier. You still have to take that first step. You have to attend the class or join the club, introduce yourself, say yes to that invitation, but the opportunities are already there. And that is part of the value that cannot be measured through price per square foot. The home may become smaller, but life can become much larger. Now, I especially want to speak to those of you who once lived in California. Perhaps you left because housing became too expensive. Maybe work took you elsewhere. Maybe you raised your family here, but moved away after retirement. And perhaps the idea of returning now feels unrealistic. Laguna Woods may not give you the same kind of home you once owned. You may not have a large private yard. You may have a carport instead of a garage. You may share walls. You will have community rules. You will pay monthly assessments. And you may need to let go of furniture and possessions that simply will not fit. Those compromises are real, but so are the benefits. You may once again be close to your children and grandchildren. You may be able to visit the ocean on an ordinary weekday. You may reconnect with old friends. You may enjoy the climate you missed. You may become more active because everything is available around you. And you may do it without spending well over $1 million on a traditional Orange County home. Coming back may not mean recreating your old life exactly as it was. It may mean creating a new life that works better for who you are today. Now, let's bring our 4 examples together. At $225,000, the Cadiz offers simplicity. 1 bedroom, ground floor access, covered patio, greenbelt surroundings. A manageable home base for someone who values lifestyle over square footage. At $350,000, the Castilla gives us more room, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, central air, in-unit laundry, an enclosed balcony, and elevated tree views. At $465,000, the Madrid gives us privacy and cottage character, single level living, no one above or below, a private gated patio, an enclosed atrium, and more traditional residential feel. And just over $500,000, the El Mirador offers the most space, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, elevator access, subterranean parking, a large patio, and condominium ownership with possible financing. 4 homes, 4 budgets, 4 very different lifestyles, and all inside the same broader community. Now, this is where working with someone who truly understands Laguna Woods becomes especially important. We're not simply comparing countertops and flooring, we're comparing ownership structures, financial qualifications, cash versus financing, monthly costs, mutual responsibilities, alterations, stairs, elevators, parking, laundry, location, views, proximity to clubhouses and amenities, and how well the home may continue to serve you over the coming years. For many of my clients, the journey also begins long before we write an offer. They may need to sell their current home first. They may be moving from another state. They may need help understanding what furniture to bring. They may want to tour the community, the clubhouses, and the surrounding area before deciding whether Laguna Woods Village feels right. That is part of the real estate I enjoy most. Not simply helping someone purchase a property, but helping them make the entire transition into the next chapter. So, can you retire in Orange County, California? For many people, the answer may be yes, but perhaps not in the way you originally imagined. You may exchange a large home for something more manageable. You may trade a private backyard for miles of lush landscaped community space. You may give up some storage, but gain time. You may own less house, but enjoy more activities, more connection, and more opportunity. Laguna Woods Village is not the right community for everyone. You need to be comfortable with the rules, the monthly charges, the ownership structure, the financial qualifications, and the realities of downsizing. But for someone who believed Orange County was completely beyond their reach, a 225,000 Cadiz or a 350,000 Castilla or a Madrid or an El Mirador may represent something far more important than 4 different floor plans. They represent possibility. Possibility of returning to California, living closer to family, enjoying the Orange County climate, remaining active, building new friendships, and beginning a retirement chapter that once seemed financially impossible. If you're considering a move or a return to Orange County, my team and I would be honored to help you explore whether Laguna Woods Village could work for you. We can help you understand the financial requirements, compare the different mutuals, identify the right floor plans, and develop a realistic plan for the full transition. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more honest information about buying, selling, and living in Laguna Woods Village. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.